All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Jeepbot Khan. We're back with episode 5 of the Elder Scrolls Online playthrough series. We hit level 10, and we're going to talk about what you should do when you first hit level 10 in Elder Scrolls Online. These are just my opinions and recommendations. Just going to lay a little knowledge on you. Hopefully, it'll make your playstyle better. Hopefully, you can use some of this to improve what you're doing in your gameplay. Take what will help you and leave the rest behind, is what I like to say. This video will be a lot shorter than what I'm accustomed to making. There's not a whole lot of questing to it. We're going to unlock the Undaunted Guild, as well as unlock Battlegrounds, and kind of play through that a little bit, talk about it, and then towards the end of the video, I'm actually going to talk about some quality of life things I would recommend to any new player coming to the game. Yes, they will be based around spending, but I'm saving that for the end of the video. So if that's something you don't like or want to hear about, you essentially don't have to watch till the end. You know what I mean? Otherwise, definitely like, subscribe. It's completely free to do. I am trying to grow the channel here. Would love for you to be a part of my Elder Scrolls community. I am working on my guild currently, getting it set up, the message of the day, and all that good stuff, what the guild's actually going to be about. And I will have a video coming out here soon in the near future, looking to recruit people that want to come in and help build the guild up and be a part of it, because it's going to be around, and hopefully it'll stand the test of time, and will become one of the greatest guilds to ever exist in Elder Scrolls Online PC. All right, let's go ahead and level up here. First thing, level 10 rewards. Tip: press P to access Dungeon Finder. Select your role, damage, healer, or tank, and then join the queue. To equip or change mounts, press U to enter the collections menu. I just use it here for collections for the mounts, and then I come over here to group, and this is where you can actually find Dungeon Finder. So we're going to get 3 attribute points, 3 skill points, and a reminder. Mundus Stones. We have all these in our guild hall already, as I will discuss that in our guild recruitment video that's going to be coming out. But a Mundus Stone just gives you a boost or a perk that will help your character a whole shit ton. They're actually pretty powerful, and we'll discuss that more in a later video. We're also unlocking the Dungeon Finder upon hitting level 10. That's why we're making this video. That's going to be a big part of our life from here on out, the Dungeon Finder. A daily part of our life in Elder Scrolls Online. Alright, let's go ahead and spin these real quick. Rachel. We'll get these leveled up. Armor. I know I want these ready, so that's just a quick way to spend it. So like I was saying, I come into the group finder, and we can now go to Dungeon Finder and queue up right here. Join the queue. Do not select healer or tank if you're not a healer or tank. Yes, people do that just so they can get into the dungeon or the battleground faster, but then you're hurting your team potentially. There's often times that we can't finish a harder dungeon or harder content if somebody queues up as a tank and they're not tanking, because then the bad guys are running around killing the DPSs, essentially. I know DPSs are a dime a dozen, so everybody's pretty much a DPS. I'm actually a healer on my character, so that's why I built my Templar. She's going to be the best healer that Tamriel's ever seen. We'll have guides on her once I get her maxed out to where I feel it's worth showing off and people can kind of take things away from my build, essentially. Everybody should be unique, so it's just what I'm doing personally on my account. I just highly recommend only clicking healer or tank if you're actually a healer or tank. Battlegrounds here, you can join the queue every day, and you'll get this premium payout one time for the first time you win a Battlegrounds, or the first dungeon you do, you get the payout here. It's a huge, massive amount of experience. You'll see it says about 14,000 XP right there. We need 6,500 XP per level at the moment, so it'll level us up a couple levels, plus the bad guys we're killing in the dungeon will also give us experience and gear, so it's a really great way to actually boost your account and levels and get to that CP 160. It's huge. So how do we unlock the Undaunted Guild? So if you've been following along with my content, what I focus on as we're working towards level 10 is unlocking things that are passively going to level up or help our account as we play through the game now. So we unlock the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Sigic Order skill line. All these things we've already got accomplished. Now we're hitting level 10. We want to go unlock the Undaunted Guild, and it'll be here as well. It'll have some awesome passives, some great skills, but more so, it'll level up as we're killing Daedra, defeating anchors, or doing Undaunted dungeons. So that's why we want to unlock it right away, so that it levels up while we're doing Undaunted dungeons. To do so, you just go to your hub city here. This is Davin Watch for the Ebonheart Pact, and you go down to the Fish Stink. It's the little mug. It's a tavern, essentially. I don't know why there's 2 of them here. That's kind of weird, but you want to actually go to the Fish Stink. And this is where you'll find the Undaunted representative, essentially, for the guild. Now, if you're Daggerfall Covenant, you want to come over here to Daggerfall and Glenumbra, and you want to go to the Rosy Lion Inn, and you'll find him there. And if you're Aldmeri Dominion, obviously you want to go to Oradon, and come here down here to Volkal Guard, and you'll want to go to the Mug. I do believe it's called Salted Wings Tavern, and he should be there. If I'm wrong, comment down below. I've never done it on Aldmeri Dominion or Daggerfall, but I'm assuming it's usually the same for each. It's just a different named tavern. So we are here at the Fish Stink Tavern, and you'll see the table of the Undaunted members. We're actually going to talk to Kelstig the Axe, and he should be in every city, I do believe. I guess I don't know. I've never played through the others. Comment down below. Is there a different representative in the other factions or alliances, rather? I'm looking for a fight, I say.
Oh, is that right? Well then, sounds to me like you could be one of the Undaunted.
The Undaunted? What's that?
A league of like-minded adventurers. Every one of us eager for riches and glory. Sound like anyone you know? So what do you say? Think you can be one of the Undaunted?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I want to be one of the Undaunted.
You sure? Dungeon delving and monster fighting is not for the weak of heart.
Really? I'm not afraid, good sir.
Good, but that's the easy part. The hard part is proving yourself. Fungal Grotto seems like a good test. A dark, dank cave you return from. See if you can best whatever's inside. If you survive, come meet me back here, and we'll make it official.
It's that simple. It's going to want us to travel to Fungal Grotto, which we're going to travel over there. And it's actually on the far side of the map, Fungal Grotto. I have the way shrine I could go to, but I'm just going to actually click on it. And I'm going to recall to Fungal Grotto 1. I'll pay the gold to save some time here. And we don't actually have to play through it. We just have to go there, enter it. He's going to assume we beat it or we played through it. We'll come back, we'll talk to him. Mission complete. Obviously, we will be playing through Fungal Grotto to get the skill point and stuff later on. I'm not going to do that here in this video because it could take a little bit. Floor buck. Alright, so it actually popped us back where we were, which just saved us a ton of traveling time. We'll talk to him again.
Well, look at this. If it isn't the scamp I sent to clear out the dung. Going to get a little rough for you, Scrap? Sure took you long enough.
Is that all you have to say to me?
This is a gathering of the Undaunted, and you're about to become one of us. Hope your ears are ready to bleed.
Huh.
Put it together, Mutts! We've got a new scamp that's ready to risk life and limb for glory! And I say, we welcome the scamp as only we know how!
I could always use an assistant, or a scribe to record my exploits.
I think the new blood could help me in the privy. I'm not supposed to lift anything heavy.
You're looking pretty light from here, fella. I propose a toast to the newcomer.
Hear, hear! A toast!
Aye, a toast and a song!
Hear, hear!
Oh no, to those who fall in battle to the new scamp, how shameful it must be to look upon that ugly face as the
Undaunted!
To those who fall in love with the scamp, for they have sacrificed so much for so little.
To the new scamp's blacksmith. Unused swords rarely need repair.
Fine toasts, one and all. Now, for the song.
Who knows no fear of beast or blade.
Undaunted! Undaunted! Who knows no fear of Daedric Plains. We are Undaunted!
Who knows no fear of death, of age.
Undaunted!
Undaunted!
We are Undaunted!
Pretty good, pretty good. I like it. Good little
Not
song.
bad. For a bunch of half-wit drugs. Take pride in being Undaunted, scamp. Your deeds will live on long after your body fails.
Alright, let's talk to Kelstig the Axe.
What are you looking at? The song's over.
Is that it?
And we're done. You are now one of the Undaunted. Divines help you.
So they recruit people, get them drunk, and send them into dungeons where they'll most likely die. It's pretty cool. I like it.
That's all there is to it. Welcome to the fold, scamp. You may one day have as many notches in your axe as I do. Oh, who am I kidding? No, you won't.
What do I get for being one of the Undaunted?
What do you get? How about unending glory? A life of pride and satisfaction? That good enough for you?
And if it's not?
Indeed. Undaunted always ask for more. More danger, more treasure. But we take care of our own. We know how to fight, and we'll teach you. If you stick around. We have an armory, and we'll arm you for a fee. If you stick around.
What should I do now?
What should you do? You're Undaunted. Go kill something, something big. And let all Tamriel know of your exploits.
Alright, so we unlocked it. It's that simple. It's fast, easy, painless. It was actually one of the easier things to do. It's similar to the Mages and Fighters Guild. So, Undaunted. This will now level up complete group dungeons, arena, and trial quests, as well as Undaunted pledges to increase your rank in the Undaunted. Undaunted Metal is one of the better passives, in my opinion, from the skill tree. It's going to give us increase your max health, stamina, and magic by 1% per type of armor you're wearing. So I wear a heavy chest, medium legs, and the 5 pieces of light armor. So we'll have all three giving us a 3% at level 1 and a 6% at level 2, I believe. But it'll level up passively. Every single day now, when I log in, we'll make sure to do our research, our mount upgrades, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to do our daily Undaunted, random normal dungeon. We're going to join that. We'll make sure to do that, and why we're going to do that, it's going to level that skill line up, but more than that, it's going to give us skill points, and it's going to level our account, working us towards CP 160. Now, the next big thing I recommend doing at level 10 is every day after doing your random Undaunted dungeon, or random normal dungeon, rather, you're going to want to do a random battlegrounds, and get this daily payout. You do have to win, because there's only 2 teams. If you win, you get the premium payout. If you lose, you still get a reward, so it's cool, but to get this premium XP, you got to win the match. So sometimes you might have to play 3, 4, 5 times to actually get a win. It is rather difficult. PvP, people that like PvP take it very, very seriously. And I don't mind it. I enjoy it. I'm not great at it. It's just I don't want to make a character that's meta just to be good at killing another guy's character. To me, that's not fun. I want to make something that's unique to myself. I want to enjoy the storylines and the quests. I don't want to play Call of Duty in Tamriel. You know what I'm saying? That, to me, that doesn't sound like fun, but I do enjoy Call of Duty, by the way. So the next thing is to unlock the battlegrounds, which they're already unlocked. We could go do them, but I actually want to do the intro quest. So what I recommend doing here is going to this little symbol. It's called Gladiators' Quarters. This will be in each of your hub towns, as well as other zones. A lot of the zones actually have that. Glenumber here, I like to click in here and show all 3 alliances. There it is right there, Gladiators' Quarters. Comment down below if I'm wrong about that, but I do believe it's in every zone. And that's the symbol for it. So here's the one for Gladiators' Quarters. It's right by the Way Shrine. They all seem to be right off the Way Shrine. So I'm here for Ebonheart Pact. I'm actually going to grab this letter. It's called For Glory. For Glory. Alright. Calling all adventurers, sellswords, and spellslingers, heroes, and ne'er-do-wells. Do you long for a greater challenge? Try your might at the battlegrounds where games of glory and gore await you. We seek the greatest champions of the land for our contests of strategy and skill. Speak to Battlemaster Riven for more information. Now, the reason I do this is because he actually gives you a quest, and he'll just keep giving you quest after quest after quest, as far as I know. I've actually never maxed it out to where he stops giving you quests for the day. I don't even know if that's possible. But I grab a quest from him, and then I go do Battlegrounds. And usually the quest is do 5 Battlegrounds, win a Battleground, or score 1,000 points in a Battleground. And once you've done that quest, you can come turn it in and get even more AP, which is alliance points and rewards from him for doing your dailies that you're going to be doing anyway. So it's just more passive income for doing what you're already going to be doing. That's why I do this. I do want to say, if they ever made something like a Battleground, but it actually had PvE aspects, like giant mammoths with like saw blades on their sides or something, razor blades, and they just run through and they hit you, but at the same time you're trying to fight other people PvP style. PvPvE. Is that how you say it? Would be badass. Make it more than just running up, hitting each other in the face, one of you dying. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Welcome. You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes?
I'm interested.
Well then, let's see what you're made of. Participate in one of our games at any of our battlegrounds. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Just get your feet wet. I can offer you a greater challenge after you've learned the ropes.
Why is he looking that way? He can't see me out of this eye. What the fuck? Now he looks at me. Oh, now finally I get a look from him. Look at this shiny armor like he's never been in combat and he's blind in one eye. Come on, dude. So he wants us to actually go play at Battlegrounds, which we're going to do our daily Battleground anyway, and then we'll come back and turn it in. It's that simple. From this point out, like I said, I will do my dailies every single day to get those badass payouts. And this is actually how I'm going to level my count to CP 160, but that's for another video. Every day I'll do dungeons and Battlegrounds, and once I get my payout, great. I'll then come back to the dungeons and I'll do specific dungeons. And as you level up, you actually unlock access to more of these in the Dungeon Finder. So what I'll do after doing my dailies, I'll click on the ones I haven't done yet, and I'll join a queue and it'll spawn me in. That way I can do the quest. Now the first time you beat a dungeon and you beat the quest inside the dungeon, you get a skill point. So my goal is to play through all these on normal, all the way down to the Vaults of Madness. And that's going to give us a skill point each. That's like 20, 25 skill points, maybe 30. Just for playing through the dungeons. It's also going to level us to CP 160. As well as give us a ton of gear that we can break down and research and stuff to level up our blacksmithing, clothing, and woodworking. So it kills several birds with one stone, essentially. It's multitasking is what I like to say. Get 2 or 3 for one. So I'm doing one thing, but I'm actually accomplishing 2 or 3 great tasks. Working 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, I don't get a ton of time to play, so I got to be as efficient as possible, right? And I want to get the most out of my game time. So that's how I go about it. Like I said in the beginning, I now want to talk about a few quality of life things that can make your gameplay that much better that I would highly recommend to anybody that's interested. It is spending. If you're interested in spending, I want to go over a few things that I feel will change your gameplay dramatically. I know whoever was watching the video probably turned it off, but I think this is important, and it could help anybody out there if you're on the fence about spending or what you should spend on. To me, the most important thing is having ESO Plus. If we come in here and we actually click on this, it breaks it down better for us. ESO Plus. Overview. So ESO Plus is a paid membership service that permits full access to DLC game packs along with the other in-game bonuses. Gives access to companions, the Sigic Guild, tons of new dungeons. It also gives you 1,650 crowns per month to spend in the game store. Crown Store offers exclusive deals. They give you free things just for being part of it. Unlimited storage for crafting materials with the craft bag. This is the most important thing right here. Back in the day, we had to run around and you'd be picking up all these notes, but then you'd have to go back to town and log onto another character after throwing all that stuff in a bank, and then take it out with another character so you had bank space for more. And then you'd log back onto your main. It just took so much time, right? It was the biggest headache ever. So this was the biggest quality of life improvement, was giving you the craft bag. It's also going to give you double bank space, which means you can just keep piling stuff in your bank and questing longer. It's giving us a 10% increase to experience, gold, AP, PvP skill lines, alliance rank, Telvar stones, archival fortunes acquisition, crafting inspiration, and trait research speed. It takes a year to master research for blacksmithing, woodworking, and clothier. This speeds it up. So double furnishings and collectible space in your homes. If you're big into housing, this is going to allow you to expand on that. Double currency cap for transmutation crystals. I don't know how important this is, but it's nice to hold 1,000 of them instead of 500, because when I go to do it, I'm going to want to redo all my gear, and that's going to take about 1,000 crystals. So, exclusive ability to dye costumes. So I can dye this costume at any point. If I have a dye in my bag, I can click on it and preview it, and then apply it anywhere in the world. It's pretty badass. It's a small thing, but it's extra, right? The craft bag is the biggest part of it. To me, anyway. It frees up so much space in your inventory. It's just phenomenal. I'll actually show it to you here in my craft bag. ESO Plus unlocked. I will say, if you have ESO Plus and you're filling this thing up with your goodies, and then you decide not to renew your ESO Plus, you don't lose this. You can pull stuff out of it at any time, even after your subscription ends. You just can't put stuff in. So just bear that in mind. But look at all these. 200 of these would take up one inventory slot in my inventory. I got right here, just alone, it's holding 3 inventory slots. Something more drastic, if we look down further, if I can find something. I don't have a lot. It's a newer account. 500. That's another 3 inventory slots. But you get what I'm saying? This holds so much stuff, man. It's like, and it's never ending. It's a bottomless bag like Hermione Granger off of Harry Potter. She has that endless bag. You just don't have to use a spell to pull it out. You can just literally pull it out. And that's why I would say that's the biggest quality of life improvement, or ease of play improvement. I don't know what you want to call them. I don't know the right term, but for me, it's a huge quality of life thing, and it's worth every penny. Now, if you want a few other things that are going to free you up more to be able to just continue to quest constantly, so you don't have to run back and forth to town to unload your loot that you've collected, because you see here you only have 76 space, or I do. I'd have to come back every time this fills up to unload into my bank. You're going to have to, hang on a second, baby, I'm almost done. I would recommend coming in here, and these are 2 of the biggest things you can do. Assistance. I got Azabi the banker and Fazez the merchant. What this allows me to do is when I'm out questing, I can pull him out, and I can unload my bag space into my bank, out in the middle of the world. And then I can continue questing. I don't have to run back to town and do it. Saves me so much time. If I'm running Undaunted dungeons over and over, I'm out questing, I can pull my merchant out in the middle of a dungeon and sell stuff I don't want and get gold for it. It just makes it where the immersion lasts. You don't have to break immersion to go back to a town to do something, and then you get sidetracked from questing. You know what I'm saying? You can just continue doing what you're doing longer, and it makes it so much better. 100% is worth the value. You'll see there's different kinds in here. You can get the Factotum pair, the Atronach pair if you wanted. You can get the original Nuzime merchant, is what I had originally on console. Antithis Syndrome is the banker. There's also some other ones in here for selling and stolen items, I believe, or deconstructing items out in the field. I don't think that's necessary. I throw them in my bank, and then when I get back to a town, I deconstruct. I think that's a little excessive, but do you? You know what I mean? I think these 2 are great quality of life improvements if you're going to spend it all. And the only other thing I can really speak to that's of value at all to me is inventory pets. I bought all 3 of them. They each give every character on your account an extra 5 spaces. So 5, 5, and 5. That's 15 extra slots of inventory space on every new character you create. It just makes it to where I can travel and keep traveling more and more and more. And those are the biggest quality of life things that I would say are purchasable. If you're going to spend, I would highly focus on those things. In my opinion, if you're going to spend it all. I'm not saying you should spend at all. I'm just saying if you are, those are some really good things that can make your gameplay so much more enjoyable. Yeah, that's all I got for this video. I hope some of this information helped you out or gave you some more insight. If not, I really do apologize. I would ask that you like the video and subscribe. Maybe my next video will be something that you'll enjoy, right? Who knows? I would love for you to be a part of my community. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on everything I just covered. I would definitely love to hear your feedback. These are just my opinions, so I value yours as well. Otherwise, we'll catch you all in the next video.